Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing my deck profile which I used at the YCS Sydney, which of course is where I got this mat. The deck I used was Chaos Dragons. It's a fun deck to play and it's really good, except well at the tournament I won 3 times and lost 4 times, so that's not too good actually. But it's fun, really fun. Yeah. YCS was good as well. I'll link a video in the description of this, talking about the YCS itself in general, showing footage of it, and also opening the 5 packs which I received at the event. Okay, so without further ado, we'll start with deck profile. Alright, yep, this deck is considerably better than my previous Chaos Dragon deck, which I used at from 2012, late 2012 to early 2013. I used a Chaos Dragon deck as well. I'll have a video link to this in the description of this, showing that one as well. So keep in mind that was a year ago actually. So yeah, this is much better. Alright, so first to start off with, we have Blackluster Soldier. I don't think he needs any explanation, but if you don't know what it does, then what he does is, like, you can special summon him by banishing a light and dark monster. He has 2 effects. You can choose from banishing your opponent's monster or attacking. If you destroy your opponent's monster by battle, you can attack again. Very nice. 3 Light Pulsar Dragons. Actually, I think everyone knows what these do, so I won't explain. Light Eclipse Wyvern, yep, to search out for the Dark Arm Dragon and Red Ice Darkness Metal Dragon. 3 Lilas to back row removal and also for milling purposes. 2 Raikos for destroying and for milling. I don't run 3 because you need to be aggro in Chaos Dragons and attack, not like defend, but it's good to have 2, but 3 is a bit too much. 2 Effect Veilers. This helps a lot. Yep, it helped me quite a few times in the match. Yep, those 2 Veilers really helped. Very nice. Thunder King Ryo. And yep, 1900 stop special summons, and need to play kinetic cards from the deck to the hand except by drawing them. So that stops some decks, like, actually I'm not quite sure what decks it stops, but it does stop quite a few decks, or at least some certain cards in the decks. And of course Honest, which that every deck which runs a lot of light monsters, especially Chaos and Lightsworn, should use it. So yep, that's it for the light monsters. Now for the dark monsters, 2 Chaos Sorcerer, like a mini BLS, and now it's semi-limited, so it's very good. Well, it's still good at 1, but it's better to have 2 anyway. 2 Dark Flare Dragons. Yeah, I don't run 3 because, like I said, you need to mill cards a lot. But if you run 3, that's too much, and you won't be able to mill any cards, because that'll be sacrificing 1 card in your deck, which you don't want. So just run 2. That's my opinion. Red Ice Darkness Metal Dragon. I'm sure everyone knows the combo between Red Eyes and Light Pulsar. If you guys don't know, they're like best mates. Well, its effect is you can special summon a dragon from either your hand or your graveyard. So, example, you have this on your field, you special summon a Light Pulsar. Now, Light Pulsar's effect is when it's sent to the graveyard from the field, you can special summon a level 7 or higher, a level 5 or higher Dark Dragon monster. So you can summon this. If this is in your graveyard and this is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this. When it's your turn, use the effect so it comes back. And so it's kind of like a lock which you can't break. So yep, very nice. Dark Arm Dragon as well. You can, so Eclipse Wyvern can search and banish from your deck these 2 cards. Gauze because this deck runs hardly any back row except one card, which I'll show you at the end. Tragodia because Chaos Dragons do not use spell or traps, well, traps in general, so you will need some kind of defense, so I use Tragodia like most people do. Now I run the tour guide engine, except it's not Sangan, it's not Assailant, but still that's good. Now tour guide's at 3 and you can run 3 other targets for your tour guide. Now Spirit Reaper, you will need this card if you don't have more attacking monsters, so it's a bit of like a stalling card for defense, so I find it pretty useful. And Card Trooper for milling, and also it's a bit of a draw power for your deck, but yep. Now that's all the monsters. I think that is, I'm actually not sure how much cards that is. I'll check later. I'll put in the description. So 3 mystical space typhoons, Forbidden Lance and Forbidden Dress. I prefer using one lance and 1 dress instead of 2 lances because this can stop monster effects as well. This can only stop spell and traps. So if you have cards like Bear, well, if they have cards like Bear and they target your Light Pulsar example, you can chain it on your Light Pulsar to stop it from being destroyed by Bear. Now Dark Hole, Book of Moon, they're only staples nowadays since Heavy and Reborn are banned. Allure of Darkness for draw power, Solar Recharge for draw power as well, Charge of the Light Brigade for searching and for milling, Monster Reincarnation for getting back a dead card such as Blackluster Soldier, the Dark Arm Dragon, or anything that you might need, such as Tour Guide. So yeah, so it's just good. And finally, Mind Control for stealing your opponent's monster, Exceed Summon, or just removing it so you can direct attack. And the trap I use is Royal Decree. Yeah, I was tempted to actually use Torrential Tribute instead of Royal Decree because I had Torrential Tribute in my deck for a long time, except on the last night. Well, before the day I registered, I changed Torrential to Royal Decree. I'm not sure if that was a good switch or not, but because I barely used Decree because it either got milled or they didn't use traps, so I'm guessing maybe Torrential would have been better, but yep. Anyway, I will show my extra deck now. A lot better than my previous deck, a Chaos Dragon deck. So rank 3 is Leviar Sea Dragon for getting back the banished monsters. Musa Rhythm, String Jin, so it's pretty much, you can pretty much get up to 3000 attack. Leviathan, I find it good. Other people started to not use Leviathan Dragon. I find it a useful card, but yeah, I know people who don't like using it. They prefer using a Tempo, but I use both because I love both of these cards. And I use 2 Wind Up Zen mains for, you know, just in case you need it. Rank 4s, I use Photon Papal Operative, number 50 Black Ship of Corn, 39 Utopia, Maestrix Symphony Digin, Gaga Cowboy. Yep, that's oh sorry, I have one more rank 4, Gemini Pearl. That's to get over Ophion, or if they are using some kind of like Chaos Dragon deck as well, you can get over the Light Pulsar. with its because it's 2600 attack. Rank 6 is Photon Strike Down, so I didn't use it. I never really have 2 lower 6s on my field anyway, so yep. Now Synchros, Ally of Justice, Catastor. Put that in on the night before I registered as well, just because I recently got it, so I thought I may as well put it in. And Black Rose Dragon. I'll show you a look at my side deck, and I won't actually show you the cards. I'll just show you what I used. Yep, I chose these cards because I don't know actually, but the traps were to just make my opponent confused. Like, well, I would have switched like Royal Decree and Tragodia and some other cards that are bad for the matchup into like a lot of trap cards, like 4 or 5 trap cards. Yep, overworked people know, like for Brotherhoods, Bujins, Harpies, what else, Medolchis, yeah, anything that gets attacked. System down for Gears. You know, I think most people know what else I have the cards for. Now, my thoughts on my deck, I think it's pretty good, but after the YCS, I got 2 more cards, Treacherous Trap Hole and Solar Recharge, which I'll both be adding in my deck. I'll switch Royal Decree for the Trap Hole, and I'm still thinking what to switch out for the second Solar Recharge. Yep, that's about it for the deck. If you have any questions, just send me a message or comment. I'm not selling or trading the deck, by the way, or any of the cards I showed here today. But yeah, if you have any questions, just message me, and if you want any like tips if you're building Chaos Dragons, send me a message. I can help you out there, because I've been using dragons for a long time now. Yep, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys, and hope you have a good day. See ya. Hey guys, if you're wondering what I was meaning by switching out the Royal Decree at the last minute before pre-registering, it's because you have to submit a deck list before you enter the event. And yeah, I'll just show you the deck list now, although you just pretty much seen it in the video. So that was the main deck, side deck, and extra deck. Yeah, at the top you show your name and your Konami ID, so I'm covering that up. Also your last initial, and I'm covering that up. And then there's the date and the event you're at. And that's pretty much it for the deck list. Thanks guys for watching, and see ya.